Cornell researchers are pretty convinced they've come up with the next big thing for New York's craft beverage industry. Rhubarb. Yeah, that's right. Joining us now, Chris Gerling from Cornell's Craft Beverage Institute. Chris, thanks for being with us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
So I'm very curious what we tried and how we ended up getting to rhubarb.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly like we had a process of we're trying to go down the line of all the kind of obscure things that you remember your grandparents having in their garden, but it's partially that. It is a crop that we think has potential. It has some happy memories for a lot of people, and it's something that people, if they know about it, they really like it, and it evokes kind of memories of being home with grandparents or parents or those things. And so it's got those kind of, I think of it like as a pumpkin spice of the spring, maybe. You know, it makes you think of kind of happy times with family or happy times outside, things like that. And it's a crop that also grows well here. It's suited to our climate, and it's something that we can that we think can slot in even for like a CSA or for but also for beverages. Yeah.
What would you say? I mean, I know it doesn't taste like pumpkin spice, but I love that analogy, and that certainly caught fire, right? What is it?
Sure.
What does it taste like in a craft beverage?
Yeah. So not to belabor that too much, not to compare to pumpkin spice again, but it's something that I think is more of an accent than its own flavor. Sometimes it has a great flavor and a lot of people really like it, but it's also something that can provide a great accent to, say, a cider or something like that. There's a tartness, there's a sweetness, but there's also some kind of depth and complexity that has some notes of kind of like a strawberry jam, but not quite. And so it's also like I think of it as a more sophisticated kind of lemonade because it adds that kind of complexity maybe and depth that can really accentuate other flavors as well as its own.
Okay. Where would you say you are in the process of growing and testing? Are we at a point to start to get it kind of out of the lab, so to speak?
I mean, on the one hand, it's something that's always been, right? Your grandparents had it, your parents had it. It's not something that is unknown to us. The challenge we're trying to, the questions we're trying to answer right now are, what are the best varieties and what are the best ways to grow them? And so we're at a point where we've planted a lot of commercial varieties that were available to us, and we're also bringing in different varieties that were maybe the USDA had in Pullman, Washington, and we're trying to kind of now be much more organized about what varieties do what, in what conditions, in what soils. Are these differences we see in color and in flavor, are they down to just the variety, or are they down to growing conditions? So it's something that we're still trying to, questions we're still trying to answer. And so it will take a few more years for us to know for sure kind of the best varieties for the best sites and everything like that. But we do have rhubarb in the field, and we are starting to make some products from it just in that research phase.
I think customers are always looking for something new and different, so that might not be a super hard sell. What about the growers and the brewers who would be working with this? How do you convince them this is the next big thing, so to speak?
Yeah. We don't think it's a particularly hard sell. We think that the people who are producing ciders, beers, craft, distilled spirits, they are also interested in offering customers, new seasonal flavors and varieties, because they know that there's that interest, and that's something that it helps to get people in the door and get interested in, what do you have this week? What do you have this month? And so we think that part is attractive to both the producers and the consumers. Growers are usually interested in new crops that they think are suited to their environment, that don't suffer from too many diseases, that are something that is in a time when there's not lots of other crops coming into being maturing for harvest. So we think that it's not a super hard sell. It's something that we just want to be able to provide more concrete information about, so people know what they're getting into. And that's where we're trying to do this research.
Chris, it sounds really fun. I'm really anxious to, at some point here, sooner rather than later, give it a try. Chris Gerling from Cornell's Craft Beverage Institute. Chris, thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it. We'll have to catch up again really soon.